Hi guys, this is Emily Cupelli again, and for today's plan with me, I already started cutting the washi tape, the foiled hard washi tape from my calls into individual rows, like I did for my monthly spread. And for that, since it has the backing paper, I simply use my X-Acto knife to do a kiss cut and cut the individual rows of hearts into very thin strips of hearts to place in the colored lines, because the colored lines this month are pink and they work really well for me, especially for this spread, which is gonna be mainly pink. So even though these strips ended up a little thinner than the lines in my planner, it works just fine for me. I just center them, and because the background in the washi tape is that translucent white, it is barely noticeable, and once I center it, it looks really well in my opinion. And as you can see, I also added the washi tape to the sides of the holes, for which I used another washi tape from recollections from my calls. And for the bottom, I already white out the hearts, and then I stick a strip of my washi tape, which is the same I used for the colored lines, which is this one. I stick it to a strip of sticker paper because, as you can see, it is basically clear, and even when I white out what is underneath, it is very visible, even the whiteout. Like, it looks very messy underneath the washi tape in my opinion. So even though I used my whiteout, I went ahead and stick the strip of washi tape on top of a strip of sticker paper. Also, another reason why I white out the hearts on my pages, even though I was going to use the sticker paper, is because even the sticker paper is not like 100% solid and opaque. You know, I was able to see a little bit the dark red in the hearts when I used only the sticker paper without using the whiteout. So I decided to go with both. I first white out the hearts and then still used the sticker paper. Then again, because this color is fairly dark, not as dark as the hearts, but still it is fairly dark, I will go ahead and use not only the washi tape to cover that color, because I don't want that specific color in my spread today. So I want to cover it out, and I will cover it with this washi tape, which first I will stick to my sticker paper or label paper, and then we'll use the whole thing to cover that month in the corner there. Then I have the months here in these stickers from recollections, and I think I will just take the January month and stick it in that little banner in there. And even though the white background will cover a little bit the background of the washi tape, that's okay with me. I think it looks fairly well and really nice, so I'll just do that. So like always, I will use different sticker books and different, stickers from different places, but the main ones that I'll be using today are the ones from the Color Story sticker book. the original one, which is the color coordinating thing, and I'll be using the stickers in these two pages that are pink and kind of Valentine's related in my opinion. This one is from the seasonal sticker book anyway. I just took it from there and put it in here to do not forget that I have it in case I want to use it. But yeah, I will be using mainly these stickers to decorate today's spread. And I will start with my quote box, or with my quote sticker, for which I will use love as much as you breathe and love as much as you live. And as you can see, it is like love related, and there is like a heart sticker box. So yeah, in my opinion, it is kinda like Valentine's appropriate, which I want for this month. I will just go ahead and stick it on top of this washi tape, which is from Little B, and you might remember it from my monthly spread for February for this same month, which was my last plan with me. And I will just stick it in here so it doesn't want to stay down because I am bending the washi and everything, but now I have a better idea of where I have to stick my washi tape. And now I can stick my sticker on top of it. And I think that looks really beautiful. Even though it is pretty subtle, still it looks a very special touch to it, which I really like. So that is gonna be it for the quote sticker. And then, like I mentioned, I will be not only using the Mambi sticker book, but also other different stickers like I usually do, for which I'll be also using some stickers that I made for myself. I always feel like I have a lack of label stickers to use throughout the week or even during the filming of my plan with Miss. So I made originally these two sticker sheets for myself, which I started making back on the summer, but then I started working, so I just left them in the middle of nothing and kinda forgot about them. But now that I feel a lack of this kind of stickers, I went back to them and I printed some for myself and I started using them, and I was really loving them. So as you may imagine, I ended up making even more of those kind of label stickers and help boxes to have on hand, and I am really liking how they are turning out. So I ended up deciding to make them not only for myself but also as printables for my Etsy shop. And here are some of those stickers that I have been making. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be listing them on the shop. Maybe they will be live by the time I post this plan with me, or maybe not because I am still working on them. But they will be printables on my shop and I am really enjoying them. I have barely used a couple already, but still I feel like now I have some labels where to write stuff and little tasks, which I feel I have a bit of a hard time finding in my stickers books. So I am really happy about having this on hand, and for today's spread I might be incorporating some of them, especially these clipboards stickers right here, because I feel like they work perfectly as checklists, but also they work perfectly as just a full box where I can write just one task or one event. Since the lines are not numbered or anything like that, it gives you the space to decide if you want to use each line for each task or if you want to use the whole thing for just one task. So I might be using this with the lacy decoration in the background, which I think goes perfectly for Valentine's Day. And the way I am making them are so that they take only half of the page so that you can print it once over here and once over here, or you can print one design over here and a different one over here if you don't feel you're gonna use it that much. And for today's spread, I will start with this little banner, which, like I said, I made for myself, so I didn't add any letters or any words to the banners because I wanted to use it to mark the days off in my week. But for the version that I will be selling, I will very probably just write weekend in the banner. But if you are a person who uses printables and wants to give some feedback and some input, that would be really appreciated. If you feel like you would prefer the banner like this, just in blank, to use it for whatever you may need it, or if you would like it to be with the weekend word already, like ready to go. I personally made them to be cut by hand. Then for the weekend banner, I want to use the one in the sticker book because it has the heart, which is perfect for this spread. I will leave that one for my days off, which are the 2nd and the 3rd of the month this week. And for this other one, I will actually stick down some of my lacy washi tape, just to give my weekend banner a little background and a little more of detail. And that beautiful gold foiling lacy washi tape is from Michael's from Recollections, and it came in one of the bigger washi tubes, which included some of my favorite gold foiling washi tapes in my collection. It included also the Hearts washi tape, so just in case you're wondering or you haven't seen it, it is one of the tubes with the mints and pinks and gold foiling washi tapes. And I think that looks really nice and pretty. Love the gold foiling. And for these tiny banners, I will use these tiny alphabets from Recollections to write the days off. And because these are already lowercase letters, I think I will go with lowercase letters for this other banner too. And just in case you are new to my channel, I love using my Sweet Stamp Shop work stamp set, or plan work I should rather say, and my Recollections stamp set. Both of them have really useful icons for me at least, and today I used them along with my Versamagic Shock ink in Pixie Dust and my Long Font ink pad in Wild Rose. And I stamped them on some little circles that I cut with my Scan and Cut, and I have them ready to stamp any icon that I might need. Like for this week, I wanted the doggy paw and the YouTube icon. So all I had to do was to go ahead and stamp them, and I already have the circles cut in there for me. And then I can stick them down directly to the pages or to a little label sticker. And just to balance a little my spread and make sure I use in this area some of that lacy beautiful pattern, I will just go ahead and use this label in here. And this was gonna be for the heart guard of my doggy, but I realized that the 1st is not on Monday, it is on Wednesday. apparently I didn't see that. So I'll have to move this, which is really good of the labels. Like for example, in here I am using removable sticker paper and I can easily move it to the right day, while if it was like if I had written this directly to the page, it would have been possible to cover it up, but it would have been a little tricky, or at least a little more tricky than just moving the label over here and that's it, you know. And now I have the lacy background in two different spots in both of the pages, so I feel even if I do not use it anymore in the rest of the spread, it's already kind of balanced a little more than just using it in a little random spot. So that is that. And now I will use these sticky notes from the Target dollar spot with this pretty watercolored effect to mark down my video. I will keep making my labels with my washi tape and my sticky flags, at least for now. I am really enjoying that, so I'll keep doing it. This will not replace these other ones, but I just sometimes do not want to use the same sticky flag a million times in one single spread, or sometimes I do not have the sticky flags in the right colors, you know what I mean? So that is why I was feeling like I was really needing some other labels for some variation and, you know, to keep it a little more fun for myself. But I still enjoy and love using my sticky flags and my washi tapes like labels. So for now, at least, I'll keep doing that. And I was going to stick the rest of the sticky flag with permanent adhesive, but now that I think of it, I think I'll leave it like a temporary thing instead. In case I end up changing my mind, in case something happens and I am not able to post it that day or anything like that, I can still move it to another day. And now I really want to use my washi tape from from scrapbook.com. Actually, I bought it at scrapbook.com in case I didn't mention it. And it is from Little Bit, like I already said. And I really want to use it like a full box because it is wider than a full box. So I think it must be fairly easy to use it as a full box sticker to give my box a little background. So for that, I will cut a little piece from it, as you can see in here. And then I will just go ahead and use my trimmer and I will cut it to be 1.5 inches because it is 1.8 inches. So it is a little wider than I actually need it to be. And I could do this directly in the boxes with my X-Acto knife, but I feel this way is pretty accurate and really easy anyway. So now I have enough washi for 2 different boxes and it is perfectly sized for the width of my boxes, or pretty perfectly, because there is always a margin of error in everything we have cut or anything like that, you know. And because I feel the height of these boxes are a little more tricky than the width, the height I prefer to cut it directly in the boxes with my X-Acto knife. And that is really beautiful. And even though I had to cut it to size, it wasn't perfectly like 1.5 inches wide. Still, it is easier than having to go a couple of times with the strips of washi, which is not too much of a big deal, but still this is even easier, you know? So that is why I love it that much. And on top of it, using this same color story sticker book, I will take this and this lazy day sticker with this arrow sticker from my florals sticker book from Mambi 2. I don't really know the actual name of that sticker book, but you know, it is the one with the big florals theme, which is this one. And I will just combine them together in here because this is Monday and I am pretty sure this is gonna be kind of a lazy day, or more like a lazy afternoon or night, but lazy day is the sticker I have, so lazy day is what I'll use. And I think I want to combine that lazy day more like with this washi tape. And now I think, because I will be a lot of the days here at home, since I have 2 days off and then the weekend, I feel like I actually want to mark or keep track of the water I drink. So I might want to make another little header in here. And just to keep it fairly similar to the rest of the headers in the spread, I use my skinny washi tape from Michaels in pink, and then I will use another of these rows, and it will look like pretty much the same than the rest of the lines or the headers in the rest of the spread. And I started running out of my letters, so I just mixed the fonts, and that turned out just fine for me. And I am feeling like this florally washi tape has too much of a slick surface, so this other washi tape do not want to stay down, but we will see how it goes. Today is just Sunday, 22nd of January, which, by the way, I realized that I placed the January month in here when I actually wanted the February, so I changed that and forgot to mention it. But yeah, anyhow, like I was saying, I'm not very sure of what I want to start sticking down or marking down, so I think I'll just kinda random, but not too random. We'll start sticking down my stickers, and then I'll be back with you guys. And from this sticker, I cut a heart using some of my long font dies. And I will be using the positive area and will leave the negative area here in the sticker sheet to have it in case I want to use it in another spread, or if I want to die cut or punch out anything else from the rest of the sticker. But for now, I think I just want to use this little heart. So I think now I will just go ahead with the stickers I made, because I kinda forgot about them and now I didn't leave too much space for them. But I really love this lacy pattern and I just really want to use them in this particular spread. And by the way, these boxes, especially the full boxes like this one, are of course meant to fit the Happy Planner because that is the planner that I have. And the half boxes, I personally usually prefer to use them in a vertical way, but you can use them horizontally if you prefer. That is just my personal preference. And this is gonna be it for now. For this week, I will keep the washi tape and the sticky flags and the label stickers very handy to use them throughout the week. But for now, I will just leave it like that. And here you can see the beautiful gold foiling. And I must say that I really love how this turned out. I think it looks really pretty and sweet with all the hearts and the gold and the pink. I am seriously loving it. I feel it doesn't look too empty or too busy. I feel it is just perfect for me. And I really hope you like it too. So please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Like always, I will really appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And until next time, take care. Bye.